Hey folks, Landstryder here, and welcome to episode 9 of season 2 of my Nightmare series in Agrarian Skies. And let's get started. I'd like to point out that I have upgraded to version 2.03 of Agrarian Skies, so we have Party Hard for the quest. There's some new mods, quite a few recipe changes. Some things that I did between this episode and last is I built my platform out here with my dirt. Made my peaceful mob spawner. I think I might eventually make this a forest of some kind. Look, I already got a sheep. The reason I kind of built it off to the side here is there's a desert biome over there, mostly. And this is mostly forest over on this side. Oh. Where's it at? There we go. Forest, yeah, forest. Yeah, it's mostly forest. There's the desert. Anyway, it's already working. Got sheep. I was a little concerned that my magnum torch would prevent spawns, but it doesn't prevent the peaceful spawns. That's good. And let's see, what quests can we work on today? I want to work on these two new quests that they added. We'll start with this one, because I'm going to need some of this fluid duct and stuff shortly. So that's pretty simple. Copper, lead, get some of that. And I need pneumatic servo. A little silver, a little glass, a little redstone, and a pneumatic. That's one of the recipes that's been added or changed. A lot of the machine parts from thermal expansion can now be made with alternative metals, so not quite as dependent on having a bunch of iron, which is good, very good. Okay, I think that should complete a quest. Excellent. Look at that, a couple minutes in, I've already got my main goal completed, which is to complete a quest per episode. Oh, a spiked sword. Jagged and stone-bound. Writable. I don't know about all that. Doesn't sound as good as my bronze sword. It's already got auto repair. Oh, something else I should mention is that while I was building my stairway here, it did spawn some mobs as I had to come back up and make more torches when I got towards the bottom. It goes pretty much all the way down. And I need to build it up now. But you can see it goes all the way down pretty close to 0 level, and I made a little bit of a platform exit down there. Lit it all up so it wouldn't continue to spawn mobs. But after you get a certain distance down away from the magnum torch, it stops having an effect. So I got really lucky. Where'd it go? Really lucky in that when I came back up and it spawned some mobs, one of the mobs that spawned, where'd it go? Was a Enderman. So I got an Ender Pearl. Now that's going to let me complete another quest in here. This one right here I want to do. I'm going to get my vacuum made. So for that, I need some iron or some aluminum. Looks looks like I've got plenty of aluminum. This is an alternate hopper recipe that uses the aluminum instead of iron. And look at that hopper. Okay. And ender pearl. I think the other thing I need is a piece of obsidian. Let's switch this over to obsidian for a moment. And thanks to our crucible being continuously filled, pumping out, we've got probably lava in that duct, a full tank of lava in the smelter, and a full tank of lava in here. I think I want to go ahead and get 4 or 5 pieces of obsidian so I can make a tank. That's actually going to make 6, but that's okay. Now I'll go back to making the smooth stone. Just need to add a piece there, and look at that vacuum hopper. And that's another quest completed. Let's see what we get in our reward. Yeah, okay, but not great. Yeah, I would definitely classify that as terrible. Okay. Beef jerky. Oh well. But now I can put my vacuum hopper right here, and I can tell it, oops, that's not the hopper. There we go, hopper. I can tell it to output items to the bottom. Excellent. So now all I need to do is fill this up with gravel again. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm gonna smash a couple stacks of gravel off camera. Okay, and I'm back, and I've gone through a entire Invar hammer and got myself some stacks of gravel. Go ahead and put them in there. And now it should keep the mess cleaned up for the most part. Yay, look at that. Gets sucked right into the chest over there. Of course, if I'm standing right at it, it won't. It'll still end up coming to me instead of going automatically into the chest. So. And something else I thought would be kind of nice about where I place that is when I do this, just to cut down a tree, it should keep the mess cleaned up automatically for me. Some of it come to my inventory, but anything that didn't should have ended up in here. Yeah, look at that. Bunch of stuff ended up in there. The vacuum hopper affects an area 7 by 7, so 3 away from it, which would be right up here to the tree. Out to about here. Yeah, see, it's 1, 2, 3. That would be 4. It's not affecting anything in the 4th. Yeah, that'll keep a lot of the stuff cleaned up here. Let's go ahead and toss these leaves in there. Start making some more dirt. Go ahead and pick my wheat. It's ripe. Did some of that end up in here? Yes, it did. One of the disadvantages of a lot of systems that automatically funnel things into a chest is they will just continuously put stuff in the first slot unless they find the item already before it finds an empty slot. So if I want this to stack properly, I'm going to have to auto sort it. So now when it starts adding items, it'll stack them into their stacks as long as it finds a stack before it finds an empty slot. If that I need that jerky. Oh yeah, I wanted to make something to cut these trees down a little easier. So, get me some flint. For that, I'm going to need to upgrade my tool station. So I need some iron. I need a lot of iron. So for that, I'm going to need 4 blocks of iron. I'm going to need 3 seared brick, which I don't have enough seared brick just yet. So to solve that, I will need to make some grout real quick. So get a new hammer. I broke my old one making gravel to fill up the I don't need a whole lot. What does that give me? One more there. 5. Get my sand. I'm going to turn one of these pieces of sand into dust so that I can make my clay. Okay, so 1 block of clay, 4 blocks of sand, 4 blocks of gravel gives me 8 grout, which should be just the right amount to make 2 more seared bricks, which is the total I need. I'll just wait for that to cook up. I'll go ahead and put the rest of this stuff in the crafting window in preparation. Be a few seconds on that. Check on the status over here. That's just gonna sit there and keep processing automatically for me, which is great. Next stage of getting more materials automatically will be to automate the production of gravel, probably with a pulverizer. I was originally thinking I might do it with the autonomous activators just to save having to make an energy source, but it wouldn't be bad to have some energy sources. Okay, almost done here. There we go. Except I don't. Okay, I'm gonna have to take these back out for a moment, because I only have the one crafting table set up. There we go. There and there. What am I missing? That should be the recipe? What's wrong here? Tool station. Tool forge is what I actually want. Oh, they changed the recipe for the tool forge. Oh, that's so not cool. Blocks of steel. Guess I should have made that before I updated. Looks like I'm not going to be able to do it right now. Nope. So I need manolin, cobalt, or ardite, which is found in the nether, and I'm definitely not going over there right now. Or blocks of steel, which requires a whole different process, so I feel incredibly let down at this point. So yeah, if you're running a version prior to 2 point whatever of Agrarian Skies, make sure that you upgrade your tool station before you upgrade your version if you don't want to have a hard time making a tool forge. Slightly pissed off. Okay. All the other recipe additions and changes are quite beneficial. That's just a big letdown, setback. Guess I'm just gonna have to cut these down with my hatchet. Really wanted to make a lumber axe. It's just not gonna happen though. I guess maybe next episode I'll focus on making the thing to get steel. Yeah. So let's look at what it's going to take to make a bookbinder real quick. 2 pieces of paper, 2 pieces of string. Of course, paper is going to require either pulverized wood, for which I'm not going to be able to make right now because I don't have a pulverizer, or sugar cane, which I don't have yet because I haven't sifted enough sand. It's probably where I'm going to find sugar cane is in sand. Possibly dirt? I'd have to look at some web pages to be sure. Anyway, I think since I can't get the tool forge built, I got some quests done. I won't be able to get the other quests till I get some more sand. I might as well wrap this episode up. A little bit disappointed on the tool forge thing, so I probably will have to focus on making the steel foundry thing next episode because, well, they're forcing you to need it, so I guess that's what I will focus on next episode. See you then.